I would say, you know, the NeoCloud, the NCP use cases are interesting, or reference architectures. But what I'm hearing directly from NeoCloud providers is those reference architectures don't do everything that we need, and not all NeoCloud providers are the same. So they want that flexibility and composability to handle the mix of use cases that they're going after. So they're not saying the reference architecture is bad. They're saying we need more flexibility, which means I need more silicon choices, and I actually need more operating system choices too. Use MXOS where it makes sense, use Sonic where it makes sense, use something else where it makes sense.
Yeah, that's true, Scott. No, I mean, actually, too, some of these NeoCloud customers, and then if you think about, the Cisco kind of reach, obviously within the data center, we have a large enterprise, kind of representation, and even that trickles down to you start seeing the different verticals that are leveraging, like creating new models for automotive, creating new models for pharmaceuticals. But to your point, it's really about the choice. And some things are here for our customers is they want that operational consistency where they can. Now, maybe some of the NeoClouds where hyperscalers have standardized on automation with Sonic and they can run at full speed. Some of the NeoCloud vendors are actually quite lean, where they just want these GPUs to come up and go, let's get these off the dock, let's get them up and running and let's go. So they need more of that performance, that the ability to turn these on and leverage something that could be fabric wide, holistically can tune. And then you get these large enterprise customers that just want high performance and then understanding the options that they can use, but really the operational consistency is maybe I want the same NOS in the front end, the back end, and my out-of-band management. So that I can have, if it's NXOS, there's a level of API consistency, CLI consistency, whether I'm doing, VXLAN or routed fabrics. I know those show commands. I know that CLI. I'm a CLI jockey, but I can also use Nexus dashboard to manage each and one of these different domains that are going to be kind of, segmented or integrated, however you want to look at those.
Yeah, there are customers that need shrink wrap products, the system that comes together and works together. There are others that are more comfortable with roll your own and more composable tooling. And I'm not comfortable saying how much is each. I just know there's a lot of each out there.
I also think that it's valuable, kind of, Richard, like you said, that people need a consistency of experience, because one of the things that I think most people need to understand is that when you're building these AI networking Ethernet fabrics, they're not really Ethernet. I mean, they kind of are, but they aren't. And so if you change too many things at once, if you go from having a solution that is based on a networking paradigm that you understand, but you change the management utilities, or you change the operating system, or you change, I don't know, the way you program the forwarding tables, like that creates areas for gaps. And in AI networking, as we've heard and seen, any gaps that that are causing the system to not operate mean that you are literally losing thousands of dollars every minute that cluster is not online and processing. And you want to try to get things moving as quickly as you can. But maybe your consistency isn't the same consistency as what is available from a given company. I think that's one of the values of having something that is available from kind of both sides of the coin.